You ever stood at a register and just hoped the card would go through? Yeah, that feeling has a name. It's called broke. And if you've ever tried to fix it the traditional way, you already know how that goes. Save 20% of your income, cut the subscriptions, make a budget, track every dollar. Great advice. Genuinely great advice for someone who already has a little room to breathe. But when you're starting from zero, that stuff doesn't just fail. It makes you feel worse than before you tried. Here's what actually happens. You set up an automatic transfer. 20% straight to savings, just like they said. Day 1, you feel responsible. Day 4, you forgot about a bill. Day 6, you're moving that money right back. And now you're not just broke, you're broke, and you've proven to yourself one more time that you can't do this. That's not a discipline problem, that's a tool problem. You were handed a hammer and told to cut wood. The advice wasn't wrong. It just wasn't built for where you're standing right now. The problem isn't that you can't save. The problem is that nobody showed you how to build the habit before they handed you the goal. And it turns out, you're not alone in this. Not even close. According to Bankrate, nearly 57% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency from savings. Not won't, can't. The Federal Reserve has found consistently that a significant portion of adults would need to borrow money or sell something just to handle an unexpected $400 expense. $400. Here's the number that really hits though. The average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. Not because they went on some shopping spree, because something broke, something came up, and there was nothing there to catch it. So the card came out. And then the interest started. And then the hole got deeper. This isn't a personal failure story. This is what happens when an entire generation grows up without a single class on how money actually works. Schools don't teach it. A lot of parents are figuring it out themselves. Everyone's just guessing and hoping the guess is good enough. So if you've tried to save and it didn't stick, that's the environment you're in. That's the water you're swimming in. And that's exactly why what I'm about to show you has to be different. Now add this on top of it. A huge chunk of people trying to save right now don't have a clean, predictable paycheck coming in every 2 weeks. They've got gig work, freelance, side hustles, maybe a part-time job and a couple of clients and something on the weekends. 1 week it's $1,100. The next it's $280. The week after that, nothing. Every savings formula you've ever heard assumes you know what you're making. 20% of your income. Great. 20% of what exactly? The good week or the bad one? Traditional budgeting falls apart completely when your income looks different every single month. It's not an excuse. It's just math. You can't build a consistent habit around an inconsistent number. But here's what you can do. You can build it around a fixed one. And that's exactly where this starts. Every time you get paid, paycheck, gig, payout, freelance invoice, whatever it is, you take $20 and you move it to a separate savings account. That's it. That's the whole thing. I know. You're already thinking it. That's the big secret. $20. That's not going to change anything. And honestly, if this were about the $20, you'd be right. But it's not. The $20 is almost beside the point. What you're actually doing is building a reflex. Every time money comes in, some of it leaves for the future. Not a formula, not a percentage. Just a number your brain can hold on to on the worst day of the month. And here's the part most people get wrong. You don't automate it. You do it manually every single time. You open the app, you move the money, you watch the number go up. Because habit isn't built by what you set and forget. It's built by what you actually feel yourself doing. So why does this work when everything else hasn't? There are 4 reasons. And none of them are about math. The first one is simplicity. And not in a fluffy motivational poster way. Your brain is already carrying a lot. Work bills, relationships, the 100 small decisions you make before noon. When you add a savings system that requires you to calculate a percentage of variable income and transfer it by a specific date, you've just added another thing that can fail, another thing to track, another thing to feel bad about when it slips. $20 doesn't slip. You know what $20 is on your best day and your worst day. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to wait for the right week. Small, consistent actions build stronger habits than large, irregular ones because your brain doesn't love effort. It loves patterns. Give it a pattern, simple enough to repeat, and it will repeat it. The second reason is that this one actually shows you progress. You open a brand new account, not the one you've been putting money in and pulling money back out of for years. A fresh one, starting at 0. And you watch it move. 20, 40, 80, 140. That's not just a number going up. That's your brain getting a signal that what you're doing is working. It's the same thing that happens when you hit a streak on an app or level up in a game. You start to care about protecting it. You start to think, what if I put in 30 this week? That's not discipline. That's momentum. And momentum is something you can actually sustain. The third reason is that there's no risk and no penalty. This isn't a retirement account locked away for 30 years. It's not in the market. If something comes up and something always comes up, you can take the money out. No shame, no fee, no form to fill out. You just take it, handle what you need to handle, and then you start building it back. Here's what's interesting about that. Every time someone rebuilds their savings after pulling it out, they do it faster than the first time, because the habit is already there. They've already proven to themselves that they can do it. The second time is just confirming what they already know. The fourth reason is the one that actually changes things. And it's got nothing to do with your bank account. When you've struggled with money for a long time, it becomes part of how you see yourself. I'm bad with money. I always spend everything. I've tried before, and it never sticks. That's not just a thought. That's an identity. And the frustrating thing about identity is that your actions will keep matching it until something breaks the pattern. The $20 rule breaks the pattern, not because $20 is life-changing money, but because doing it consistently week after week rewrites the story. You're not someone who can't save anymore. You're someone who saves. Every time, without fail. That shift, that quiet, undramatic shift, is what everything else gets built on. You don't change your habits and then become a different person. You become a different person and the habits follow. Let me tell you about two people who tried this. The first one saved $900 over 6 months. Not a life-changing number, but one Friday night, her friends asked her to dinner last-minute nice place. The kind of thing she would have turned down with an excuse she'd rehearsed 100 times before. This time, she just went. She didn't do the math in her head while looking at the menu. She didn't check her balance in the bathroom. She just ordered what she wanted and sat there with her friends. That was it. That was the whole win. But if you've ever eaten a meal while quietly calculating whether you could afford it, you know exactly how big that win actually is. The second one had $1,100 saved when his transmission went. He pulled out $800, got it fixed, and still had $300 left. No credit card. No borrowing from family. No 3-week spiral of stress about how he was going to handle it. He just handled it. He said the strangest part wasn't having the money. It was how calm he felt. Like a different person. That's what this builds. Not wealth, not yet. Just the quiet confidence of someone who knows they can handle what's coming. So here's exactly what you do. No vague steps, no get your finances in order nonsense. Step 1. Open a new savings account today. Not tomorrow, not after your next paycheck. Today. Most banks let you do this in about 5 minutes online. It has to be new. Not the account you've been using, a clean one starting at 0. And give it a name that means something to you. Not savings account. Something that actually lands when you see it. The backup, the foundation, whatever makes it feel real. Step 2, pick your threshold. What counts as a payment? If you get a regular paycheck, that's your trigger. If your income is unpredictable, maybe it's any day you bring in over $100. Make it specific. Make it something you can remember without thinking. Step 3, transfer $20 right now. Before this video ends, go do it. Come back, because the hardest transfer is the first one, and once it's done, you've already started. Step 4, check it once a week. Not obsessively, just enough to see the number move. You need that feedback loop. Let it feel good. And here's what not to do. Don't compare your 140 to someone else's 40,000. You're not in their race. Don't feel like you failed if you have to pull money out for a real emergency that's the account doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And don't wait until you're making more money to start. That day has a way of never arriving. The $20 rule is not the finish line. It's the starting line. And once you're on it, here's where it goes. Level 1 is just consistency. Don't worry about the amount yet. Don't try to optimize anything. Just prove to yourself that you can do it every single time without breaking the pattern. That's the only goal at level 1. Marcus started here. $20 every payment, no exceptions. Some weeks he wanted to skip it. He didn't. That's level 1. Level 2 is when 20 starts to feel easy. And it will. When it does, you bump it. 30, then 40. Some weeks, 50. It doesn't have to be the same every time. The habit is what matters, not the exact number. Marcus got here around month 3. He didn't feel like he was sacrificing anything. He just felt like this was what he did now. Level 3 is your first real target, $2,000. That number covers most of the emergencies that derail people. Car repair, busted phone, unexpected medical bill. When Marcus hit $2,000, something shifted. Not because $2,000 is a fortune, but because for the first time a problem could show up and he'd have an answer for it. That's not just financial security. That's sleep. That's the ability to make a decision without panic behind it. Level 4 is 3 months of actual expenses. Rent, food, bills, minimums on everything, multiply that by 3. This one takes time. Maybe a year, maybe more. That's fine. You're not racing. You're building something that holds. Most people never get to level 4 because they never built level 1. You're building level 1 today. Here's a story about 2 co-workers. Same job, same salary, same year. Call them Dana and Rena. That year, both of them had 3 unexpected expenses. Dana had been doing the $20 rule for about 8 months. She had just over $1,000 saved. When the expenses hit a car, issue a dental bill, a broken laptop she pulled from savings each time. Handled all 3. Ended the year with about $400 still in the account. Rena hadn't started. Same 3 problems, same year. All 3 went on a credit card. By December, she had over $900 in new debt plus interest starting to stack. Same income, same problems. Completely different place at the end of it. The difference wasn't luck. It wasn't salary. It was one small habit that Dana had and Rena didn't. Here's the truth about the $20 rule. It won't make you rich. It's not supposed to. What it does is stop the bleeding. It puts something between you and the next emergency. It gives you enough breathing room to start making decisions from a place of calm instead of panic. And that shift from reactive to steady changes more than just your bank account. It changes how you show up for everything else. Almost 60% of Americans can't cover a basic emergency from savings right now. That's not a personal failure, but staying there is a choice. $20, new account, today. The question was never whether this works. The question is whether you're the kind of person who starts today or the kind who says they'll start next month. You already know which one you want to be.